Hello, Kim Free here. I am the owner and founder of STGP, Small Town Girl Promotions, and I'm here to talk to you today about the top 5 social media organic marketing tips, overall tips, not specifically for any platform, but we're talking about the overall tips that you should be able to apply across the platforms and pretty generally for most, if not all, industries. So let's get to it. Boop, 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 boop. This is where there's a fancy video, but there's not really because we're live, so that's cool. And this is going to be a series. We are going to talk about social media organic marketing tips in the different platforms. So feel free to watch the whole series of videos if you want to get into the specifics and into the nitty-gritty details of Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and all of that. Just keep watching. But here we go for general tips that should be applicable across the platforms. I have 5. Ready? Number one is know who you are talking to. So you've heard about this before probably. There's the avatar or your target audience or your most valuable client. It's really important to understand, to deeply understand who your most valuable client is and have a clear picture of that in your mind so that when you're creating your social media posts or recording videos such as this, you're speaking directly to them. You're talking their language. You know their pain points. You know their deepest desires. You know what makes them stay up at night and lose sleep so that you can solve that problem that they have. So that's number 1. Know who you're talking to. Okay. Number 2, know thyself. It was Socrates that said that, I believe. So we need to know our own selves, meaning know who your business is, what your business is, and really understand all of that. So the mission, the vision, the branding, and not just the visual branding. Yeah, it's important to have consistent colors and fonts and textures, but it's also important to have consistent language, right? I know one thing that I say all the time is all the things. Yeah, I'm getting more aware of my language and having consistent language and such so that my audience, so it helps to build that trust. If you're consistent with your marketing and your branding, it helps to build trust, and trust leads to sales. So number 1 was know who you're talking to. Number 2 is know thyself. So know your own business. I believe that each business has a business personality, so to speak. So really work on developing that and have some fun with it. And number 3, create a strategy. Have a plan. We don't get very far without plans these days, without a strategy. So for your organic social media content, you should have a plan, have a strategy, know what your goals are, and review those goals and take a look at the numbers and see if you're meeting those goals. And if they're not being met, change something. Do more of what's successful and less of what's not successful, right? So that's number 3. Create a strategy, have a plan. Number 4, create your own content. Don't recycle the content. Recycling is great. At Christmas time with all that wrapping paper, it's great for all the plastic that's in our world, but it's not great for social media organic content. Don't just take somebody else's stuff and plaster it on your Facebook page. Huh? That does nothing. All it's doing is promoting somebody else's business. So you need to create your own content. Don't recycle. Recycle in your life. Don't get me wrong. Recycle all of the plastic, but don't recycle on your social media organic content. Create your own from scratch. You can do it. I have faith in you. And number 5, be consistent. Be consistently putting out posts that are speaking to your target audience, that are following your strategy that you created. Be consistent. Those are my top 5 tips across the board. So I want to talk real quick about something I heard the other day. Here's a phrase that I don't believe is true. There's no ROI for organic social media. ROI is return on investment. So some people believe, and we all have those moments, but some people strongly believe that there's no return on investment for organic social media. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I've built my business on organic social media, so there's certainly been a return on investment there. But yes, there is a return on investment for organic social media. It's hard to measure. It's totally difficult to measure, but it can be done. So let me dive into that a little bit. So there's 4 steps. I'm all about the numbers today. There's 4 steps to determining organic social media return on investment. Number 1, set the objective, right? You have to have a goal, just like we talked about before. So things like brand awareness, brand reputation, you can generate leads, you can improve customer experience, but definitely you need an objective. Number 2, choose the social media goal that you can accurately track. So things like new followers, website visits, engagement rate, downloads, if you have a freebie and a landing page, that kind of thing. Number 3, then you need to track that stuff, right? You need to find out how many website visits are being generated by your Instagram account each month, for example. And then lastly, crunch the numbers and calculate. So determine how much a website visit returns on investment for you. Didn't say that right, but you know what I'm saying. And so if a website visit brings in an average of 62 cents per website visit for your business, then you want to be spending less than 62 cents to get each website click from Instagram. You following me? And then you can have a positive return on investment. I hope that wasn't too much for you. So those are my top 5 social media organic marketing tips for across the social media platforms, followed by a little chat about return on investment for organic social. One thing to say before I go, first of all, if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Kim Free, owner and CEO of Small Town Girl Promotions, STGP, out of the small town of Sundre, Alberta, but servicing all of North America. We have over 30, 40 monthly social media clients. I was looking at my numbers over there. And we have an awesome team of nerds to help people out. But I also do some teaching and training and consulting, and that's been a lot of fun lately. I have a gift for you since you made it all the way to the end. I'd love for you to download my 30 post ideas. So this works really well for all businesses, but especially if you are in a service-based industry. I have a freebie, a download, a PDF that has 30 different post ideas in case you're stuck and you're not sure what to post. Because I told you before, remember, it was number 4, make sure to create your own content. Don't recycle it. So now that I told you have to create your own content, what are you going to post? Well, I have a guide for you. So go to www.30contentideas.com and you can get that for free and get you on your way. And remember, social media is social. So know yourself, know your audience, and get out there. Get out there and be social. Till next time, hey, watch my next video in the series, hey? Don't forget to like and subscribe.